Welcome to the Humphrey Gymnasium. I'm Raleigh Bilansky, joined by Luke Prunty, as the Marquette Hilltoppers take on the Catholic Memorial Crusaders. You know, the Crusaders, with a win over Waukesha South yesterday, winning by 5 points, bumping their record to 2-3, as Marquette has yet another loss by 1 point to conference rival Sussex Hamilton, decreasing their record to 0-2. You know, in this game, what are some key points we should be looking at for both teams?
Well, for Marquette, they've got to get off to a better start. They struggled in both starts against Sussex Hamilton and Brookfield Central, and that really hurt them late in the game. As you said, they lost by 1 point in both games. They have to be more controlled on their drives. They had a lot of turnovers, especially against Brookfield Central. Look for them to land on 2 feet and look for the kickouts. And finally, they need to have more intensity, cut harder, open up these driving lanes for their teammates to get in and score buckets.
And for Catholic Memorial?
They need to execute their full court press. They try and trap you right near the half court, right along the sideline, and if they can do that, it'll be tough for Marquette to score. They need to get out and get into transition. They're a very fast team, very athletic, and if they can get into transition, it'll help them for scoring quickly. And then they got to keep getting offensive rebounds. They're a decently big team, and especially against Waukesha South in the first half, they were able to get a lot of rebounds, which helped them get out to a big lead.
Yes, I do agree with you there. As CMH, even though they're a way bigger team than Marquette, they do allow way more rebounds per game and have a lot more turnovers. And we are here as we have 1:58 till tip-off here in the Humphrey Gymnasium. And now it's time for the national anthem.
As a Catholic school in Jesuit tradition, we begin all activities by asking for God's blessing. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. God in heaven, we come before you today, and we give you thanks for your many blessings. May the actions of everyone here today, athletes, players, and fans, reflect your love and concern for all. May the athletes compete at their highest level, keeping free from injury, honoring their opponent with respect and sportsmanship, and through their effort in mind, body, and soul, bring honor and praise to you, Almighty God. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Ooh. And it's time for our starting lineups. for Catholic Memorial.
Guard is 6' junior number 5, Tommy Novotny. At guard, 5'11" junior number 11, Luke Gundrum. At guard, 6' junior number 12, Al Ferber. At guard, 6'3" sophomore number 22, Christian Miller. And the man in the middle, at 4, the 6'6" senior number 33, Connor Brennan. The Hilltoppers are coached by Bilansky, assisted by Mike Hansen, Joe Brazilla, Quentin Cartier, T.J. Adams, and student assistant Charlie Carey. Fans, tonight's officials are certified by the WIAA and will follow all WIAA regulations. Tonight's officials are Kevin Grossman, John Logie, and Jeff Zwicky.
And we are off here in the Murphy Gymnasium as Roach takes the ball up for Catholic Memorial. Back out to the wing. Kay driving on Ferber. Back out to Burkholz. To the wing. Back out. Into the paint for Burkholz, who will drive through. Just missed. Rebound by Marquette.
Even though they missed right away, you can see them going to Jake Burkholz.
As Gundrum takes the ball up from Marquette. Brennan driving to the paint. 3 guys on him. Back out to Tommy. Back to the wing. Gundrum. Gundrum driving. Tommy. To Brennan. To the wing. Tommy with the 3, and it's good.
Can't leave Marquette's leading scorer open, Tommy Novotny, and he made him pay.
As Goder takes the ball up for CMH. Roach really making an effort to get the ball back.
Great trap though by Marquette, slowing this team down.
Pfister at the logo, to the wing. Burkholz to Roach. Roach dribbling it out. Burkholz with a screen. Burkholz driving to the paint. Pass to Pfister. Pfister with the 3 in the corner. As Ferber takes the ball up for Marquette. Driving in. Gets fouled on the shot. He'll be shooting 2.
Way to go aggressive there by Ferber, getting in the lane and drawing contact. Right away, though, for the Catholic Memorial Crusaders, you can see them trying to get Jake Burkholz involved. They're running a pick and roll with him and Roach, trying to get him in the lane to get him some buckets early.
As Ferber misses his first free throw, I do agree. You can definitely see Catholic Memorial making more of an effort to get those rebounds. Always trying to get the ball back. As Ferber makes his second free throw.
Look out for Ferber today. He can be a very streaky shooter. If he gets going, he can really get going.
Marquette up by 1 here. As Roach passes to Pfister. Drives in the lane with a layup, and it's no good as Tommy Novotny gets the rebound. Pfister coming from behind with the steal on Tommy.
Great hustle play by Pfister.
Burkholz driving, gets fouled.
Nothing you can really do there if you're Connor Brennan. He's just coming right down the lane.
Burkholz will be shooting 2 here.
Not a bad foul there. Send him to the line, force him to earn his 2 points.
Can't do really that much against him. Very big body. As he misses his first one.
Jake Burkholz has averaged 24 points a game this year. He's been really big for the Catholic Memorial Crusaders.
As he makes his second free throw. Ferber taking it down for Marquette. Back out to the corner. Gundrum. Back to Ferber, who puts up a 3, and it's just short.
Not a great sign there for Marquette as Ferber missing his first 3.
As Pfister will pass back out to the wing. Back to Goder, who gives the ball to Burkholz. Stolen by Miller. Gundrum to Miller. Back to Gundrum, top of the arc. To Tommy. Novotny driving. And Novotny with the layup.
That's what he does best. He's very strong and can get in the lane. Strong finish there by Tommy to put Marquette up 2.
As Goddard will take the ball up for the Catholic Memorial Crusaders. They're trying to slow this offense down right now. As Kay will be driving. Burkholz to Goddard. Goddard on the wing. Roach will dribble it out. Goddard with the corner 3. No good.
Great box out there by number 11, Luke Gundrum, making sure Jake Burkholz does not get the basketball.
As Ferber will hit a long 3.
That's big there for Marquette. If he gets going, as I said, he can score a lot of points very quickly.
Increasing this Marquette lead to 5 as Goddard takes the ball up for Catholic Memorial. To Roach. Roach back to Goddard. Goddard with the 2, and it's no good.
Tough shot. Marquette is playing really good defense right now.
Gundrum takes a 3 of his own, and it's off. Wait to get the rebound by Marquette as it'll be a jump ball.
Great hustle play there by Miller, making sure that Catholic Memorial does not get the ball back easily.
As Albie subs in for Goddard. Catholic Memorial will inbound. My apologies, Marquette will inbound. Novotny on the wing. Gundrum driving in, takes a 2, and it's no good.
Another miss by Luke Gundrum.
As Roach will take this up for CMH. CM pass to Pfister. Back to Albie, who just subbed in. Pfister to Albie. Albie to the wing. Roach driving in, he's fouled.
Marquette is really doing a great job on Jake Burkholz. That's obviously part of their game plan to slow him down, as he has had very few touches. Marquette has defended their pick and roll very well. Even though they're switching a smaller guy onto him, they have help from the backside, preventing Catholic Memorial from throwing the ball into him.
As Isaac Miller is subbed in here for Catholic Memorial, they got 2 big guys on the court right now. Let's see if that gives them an advantage. As Pfister drains a 3.
Big shot there for the Crusaders. They haven't had anything going.
Ferber with a 3 of his own, and it's an air ball.
Marquette's got to remember to take smart shots and pass the ball around. The reason they've gotten some of these open looks is because of their passing and cutting. That one was just a walk down the floor and shot.
Gavin Corey.
The ball.
Gavin Corey subbing in here for Brennan for the Marquette Hilltoppers as Roach takes the ball down. Albie on the wing. They're looking for their man Isaac. As he does get the pass, but he is fouled.
As you can see, the Crusaders' game plan now is just to try and use their size advantage over Marquette. They've got 2 big men in, and Marquette has that can really guard them.
As Roach will pass it in for CMH. Burkholz rotating around Miller. Gives the ball to Albie. Albie on the pick and roll. Drives in the paint, and Burkholz with the easy bucket. As Novotny on the wing takes a 3, just hits off rim.
Another quick shot, not what Marquette is looking for.
As Roach passes to Albie, who will take it. He'll pass it back to Roach. Pfister with the ball. on court or on logo will pass back to their man Burkholz, who will just drive in and have his shot not go in. As the pass is intercepted by Pfister. Pfister driving in gets fouled, and his shot is no good.
Bad couple of possessions there for Marquette. Two quick threes and then a turnover on a bad pass. Jake Burkholz has been really good, and you can just see the effect that taking Connor Brennan out of the game has on him. Jake has gotten a lot more confidence, and he's taking many more shots.
As Schwabe and Grellinger will sub in for these Marquette team, Gavin Corey and Luke Grundrum coming out of the game. Pfister will take his next shot. This could put them in the lead, and it does.
Jake Pfister, a great three-point shooter, has averaged 17 points a game.
As Cal Ferber pass it, Schwabe steps out of bounds, and it'll be pass in for Catholic Memorial.
Marquette really isn't getting anything in the lane right now, as Isaac Miller and Jake Bulkers have been really good.
The pass is intercepted by Schwabe with the redemption here, and the shot is good from Miller. As Albie will take the ball up now, passes it to Dustin Roach. Albie takes a three from the wing, and it's drained from deep. Ferber taking the ball up here. He's fouled. My apologies. It's a travel on him. Ferber confused there, thinking he got fouled. But as you can see, the refs call it a travel.
Nothing he can really do when you have Jake Burkholz and Isaac Miller sitting in the lane ready to block your shot.
As Brennan, their tall guy from Marquette, will check in for Ferber. Albie passing it in to Roach. Albie taking the ball up. Pfister on the wing will pass it to their man Burkholz, who's just gonna drive, guarded by two guys. It's a travel on him. He thinks he got fouled.
And there we see Connor Brennan coming right back into the game and shutting down Jake Burkholz.
As Kay will check in for Burkholz here.
This is when Marquette has to attack. With their best player on the bench, this is their chance to score some points.
As Gundrum will pass it back. Wing, Schwab to Miller. Miller driving in, will put up a floater, and it's no good.
Very poor shot. Lucky to have the ball back.
Ball tipped as Grellinger will pass this in for Marquette.
Schwabe missed Luke Gundrum on a back cut right by the basket earlier in that possession.
Brennan, guarded by Isaac Miller, will take it in with a jelly lay. He's fouled on the shot.
Great move by Connor Brennan, recognizing that he's more athletic than Isaac Miller and taking him to the basket, drawing the foul and getting two shots.
And he'll be shooting too. Isaac Miller, the senior, really. You're not Isaac Miller, excuse me. My apologies. Brennan. I meant to say Brennan Connor, or Connor Brennan, the senior, taking the two shots here for Marquette. He can tie the game. As he does make the second one, putting the score to 13-13 with 10:40 left in this first half. Roach to Albie. Albie back to Roach. They've been passing back and forth. Burkholz, who's subbed back into the game, gets a bucket driving in the lane.
And there's the pick and roll that Catholic Memorial is looking for. They want to get it to Jake Burkholz going to the lane.
Gundrum with a risky three there. He does not make the three, but it looks like he did get fouled. He'll be shooting three.
Luke Gundrum is a really good three-point shooter. Not surprised that he took that one.
He misses the first one.
He's averaged 6 points a game, but according to some of the players and coaches on that team, he's a really good shooter.
Needs these two to go in to tie the game for Marquette. As he'll make his second one, tying the game here. Albee getting double teamed, passes it to Pfister. Pfister back out to Albee. Burkholz with the screen, looking for the ball. As Roach will not give it to him. He passes it to Pfister, who gives it to Albee. As Burkholz gets fouled there.
Tough for the Marquette Hilltoppers, as that's Connor Brennan's second foul. They're going to need him today to stay in the game and to guard Jake Burkholz.
Burkholz with the spinning jumper as it does not go in. Gundrum wide open three. Rims out as Isaac Miller gets the rebound.
Gundrum's gone cold. He's a pretty good three-point shooter.
Albee taking the ball in. Burkholz back out to Albee. Driving in the paint, will put up a jumper and it's no good. Albee gets the ball back with a three. He does not drain that one as Gundrum will take the ball.
Great rebound by Connor Brennan.
Gundrum trying to put the team on his back right now. Schwabe deflects the ball back to Miller.
Looks like he got caught in between a bounce pass and a chest pass and ended up throwing a chest pass right to the knee.
Grellinger to Schwabe. Schwabe puts up a layup. Does not go in. Burkholz puts up a shot. It's no good. It does end up draining in, as now Capital Memorial is up by 2 points, 17 to 15. Marquette takes a timeout. All right, we are back here in the Murphy Gymnasium as Gundrum takes the ball up for the Hilltoppers here. Novotny driving in the paint, puts up a shot. Many bodies down in the paint right now as Grellinger does not deflect the ball out of bounds. It's CMH out of bounds as Marquette will pass it in.
I think they called a foul there on Rig Waterman.
They did call a foul as Brennan will get the ball after the inbound. Gundrum, three. It's just off as Roach will take the ball up here for CMH. In the corner for Waterman.
Luke Gundrum just can't hit the broadside of a barn right now.
Gundrum will be driving in the paint. It's stolen. Tipped by Waterman. Waterman open, but Burkholz will say, I can do it myself and drive it in.
Turnover there by the Hilltoppers. Remember, we said at the beginning of the game they have to be more controlled. They weren't, and it got an open layup.
With Brennan, his own shot of his own. Out to the wing as Roach will pass to Burkholz. To Pfister, who will take a three over Tommy Novotny as Grellinger gets the rebound, and it's almost intercepted by, almost intercepted by Roach.
Marquette's just got to be smarter. They got to see the floor and recognize that a Catholic Memorial defender is right there ready to steal that pass.
As Ferber, who just subbed in, will get the ball. Pass it to Tommy, who will drive it in and gets fouled.
Well, Connor Brennan just subbed out of the game. Let's see how Jake Burkholz reacts and if he does go to the basket more as he did the previous time when Connor Brennan was out of the game.
As Catholic Memorial's coach does not seem happy about that foul right there. Tommy will be shooting too. First one is no good. Does not allow him to tie this game with these. But as we've seen, Marquette's really been able to drive very well in the paint, but Burkholz really just able to block and strip the ball from them.
It's just tough when you're facing a guy so big and so fundamentally sound as Jake Burkholz.
As Tommy will make his second free throw, putting this game to 1 point. As Roach will drive. Pass to Knader. Burkholz to Knader. Roach. Roach dribbling out here. Guarded by Grellinger. Knader. Back out to Pfister. To Roach. Roach driving. Passes back to Knader. Pfister will put up a three, and it's drained from deep.
That was a big shot for Jake Pfister. They didn't really have any offense going. Marquette did a great job denying Jake Burkholz the ball in the paint.
Grellinger will put up a layup, just bounces off the rim. As Pfister and them going at it right now. Pfister comes out with the ball, driving on Tommy as a collision happens, and it'll be an offensive foul on Pfister.
Great recognition by Tommy Novotny, realizing that Jake Pfister is driving hard at him and just standing there and taking a charge, giving the ball back to the Marquette Hilltoppers.
Jake Pfister looking injured there. Coach will call a sub as Albie subs in. Tommy to pass it in. Ferber taking the ball up for Marquette. We'll give it to Novotny. Novotny will drive in as he gets the layup over two guys.
Tommy loves to drive left, and the Catholic Memorial Crusaders are allowing him to do that, letting him get into the paint, where he is best.
Knader to Albie. Albie gets the screen by Burkholz. Looking for a shot here. Fakes the shot and gives it, and it's no good by Goder. Schwabe blocked by Goder. What an amazing athletic play there as the Hilltoppers will inbound the ball.
That's what we talked about, though, before the game, how athletic this Catholic Memorial Crusaders team is. Marquette did not recognize that and tried to throw up a tough layup.
Schwab will look for Brennan, who puts up the layup.
Great finish there by Brennan.
And it's a tie game here in the Murphy Gymnasium, as Knader will take the ball up for the Crusaders. Back to Burkholz in the corner. Roach not ready for the pass. Passes it to Knader. Burkholz gets passes intercepted by Brennan, as Ferber will pass it to Brennan. Gives it to Novotny, who puts a three up, and it's good.
Tommy has breathed life back into this Marquette team. He's single-handedly brought them back. He has 9 points, I think, in the last 3-4 minutes.
And you can see him talking smack to that CMH bench. They've been going at it through this game, as Roach will take the ball to Albie. Albie to Goder. Goder will put up a shot just off the back of the rim there, and out of bounds on Miller.
That was a tough shot there from Goder. Not really one that you'd want, especially if you're the Catholic Memorial coach.
And Catholic Memorial will call a timeout here with 4:13 left in this first half. Marquette 25, CMH 22. As Isaac Miller here for CMH will sub in. Marquette looks like to be keeping the same lineup as Roach, guarded by Miller here, will drive. Put up a jumper. What a beautiful shot there by Roach.
That's a really tough shot.
As Novotny will pass it to Miller. Brennan. Ball deflected by Roach there.
Bad pass. They tried to force it in, and it led to a turnover.
As Brennan will block the shot on Roach.
Great offense by Roach, but even better defense by Connor Brennan, recognizing the spin and sticking his hand out there to get the block.
Roach Miller this entire game for the most part. They both went to St. Jude's, actually won the Padre together. Now they're on opposing teams here. As Roach will cross up, drive it to the paint, but pass it back out to Albee, who put up a floater. Thinking he got fouled there, Schwabe will drive to Brennan. Ferber to Miller. Novotny on the wing. Novotny to Schwabe. Ferber. Miller at the top of the arc. Schwabe with a try to reverse lay, hits the bottom of the backboard, and it'll be CMH ball.
Great defense by Catholic Memorial. They're really allowing nothing for the Marquette Hilltoppers. They tried to get a couple of pin downs for open looks from the corner, but could never do it because CMH kept fighting around those screens.
As Knader will sub in for Albee here. Roach. To Pfister, who puts up a 2, and it's true.
Pfister is a great shooter.
You can see Pfister holding that wrist there from the collision with Tommy earlier.
Yeah, it's definitely bothering him, and he's fighting through the pain, but I think they're about to take him out.
Yep, they take him out again. Pfister saying, looks like he can't play. And he'll go to the locker room, actually, probably to get that wrist checked on. As Roach will take the ball up for CMH.
It's not a good sign for Catholic Memorial, losing one of their best shooters.
Goder to Albee. Albee guarded by Ferber. To Roach. Roach in the paint. To Albee on the wing. Who's gonna drive on Kerber. Goder putting up a shot, hits the front of the rim.
Great defense by Christian Miller there, locking up Roach. Roach is really their main offensive guy on the floor right now, and Miller is doing a great job on him.
Ferber spinning around, looking for a guy, sees Novotny. Novotny will put up a floater. It's off as Goder will get the rebound.
Again, Tommy driving left, trying to get some offense.
Goder with a wide open 3, and it's drained.
Terrible miscommunication there by Marquette. Absolutely forgetting about the shooter Goder right on the left wing.
Minute 39 left in this first half as Brennan will drive and get the and 1.
That's the second time he's done that, recognizing there's no help from the weak side and knowing that he can beat Isaac Miller. He's more athletic than him. And coming back in, Jake Burkholz, again, the CMH coach recognizing this too, trying to get Isaac Miller out of there so that they can stop Connor Brennan.
As Will Grellinger will actually sub in for Tommy here on this Marquette lineup. Brennan, just a beautiful play there to get the and 1 as he makes his free throw, cutting this lead to 1. Knader to Knader will get the ball back, puts up a shot. It's airballed just over the rim, and it's CMH ball.
Great recognition there by Jackson Albee, realizing that he's going out of bounds and he's got no one to throw it to, so he just decides to throw it off the leg.
Roach gets the ball as he's guarded by two guys. Brennan, given all he's got, prevents the shot from going in. As Brennan with an insane block on Burkholz.
They called a foul, though. Wow, that's not a very good call there. Connor Brennan, definitely a clean block, hit all ball. And that's big for Marquette because now he's got 3 fouls and we haven't even reached the end of the first half yet.
As you can see, he's visually upset with that foul call there. He believes he got all ball.
I think that's also a lot of frustration, maybe from some earlier possessions too, where they haven't really gotten any offense going.
Brennan now getting subbed out for Schwabe, trying to keep him with more stamina for this second half, where he'll be a very key and important role in this Marquette offense. As Gundrum will give it to Grellinger with a beautiful tip pass as Grellinger gets the rebound and put back.
Great job by Grellinger there. Oh, what a trap. Yeah.
Jump ball, and it'll be CMH.
There's Marquette's trap. It's a sneaky one. They try and force him up the sideline and then cut him off and then trap right just over half court. Executed it perfectly there.
As Knader will pass it in to Goder. Goder to Roach. Burkholz. The pass is deflected by Kerber.
Great double there.
Roach trying to get a pass deflection of his own. Hits it out of bounds right near his bench.
Marquette's just struggling to connect on some of these longer passes. CMH is recognizing where they want to go and going in and cutting them off.
As I now just noticed, Pfister is on the bench for CMH with a wrist, looks like tape.
Yeah.
To help get maybe support for it. Maybe he will come back in the second half because he's been a leading scorer for this CMH offense.
Yeah, he's been big for them, hitting a couple threes.
As Kerber will dribble out here from Marquette as the ball stolen by Burkholz. Burkholz with the attempted dunk blocked by Grellinger, and they'll call a foul.
Again, not a bad foul by Grellinger. That's obviously going in if he doesn't do anything. But now he's forcing Jake Burkholz to make 2 free throws. We saw this earlier where Connor Brennan fouled him, and sending Jake Burkholz to the line, and he did not make either of his free throws.
19 seconds left on the clock as he will make his first shot, putting CMH's lead to 2. He makes the second one. It's a 3-point game.
Marquette's got a chance to tie up this game here with a 3 if they take the last shot.
As Roach will take the shot, and it's no good. They can't. Oh my goodness, they called goaltending, I think.
Oh wow, that's interesting call, especially at the end of the half.
As the Marquette bench is very upset with the call. We'll see what the refs are talking about with the coach. Do we have a, oh, and now it's on to halftime here in the Murphy Center.
the new Go Down.
And welcome back to the Marquette Hilltoppers. As if you're now just joining us, Marquette is losing by a deficit of 3 to Catholic Memorial, as Marquette has really been capitalizing on open threes and driving in the paint. And for CMH, one of their leading scorers, Jake Pfister, did get a wrist injury after a collision with Tommy Novotny. We saw him go to the locker room, but come out with a wrist tape. Hopefully he comes back to this game. Now, Luke, what are some key points you should be looking for Marquette in the second half?
Well, look, they need to make sure that they
get more rebounds.
They need to make sure that Connor Brennan stays out of foul trouble. He got into foul trouble late there in the second half. He's been huge for Marquette, keeping Jake Burkholz from scoring a lot of points. When Connor Brennan goes out of the game, Jake Burkholz attacks, and he's played very well.
Yes. And another person you should be looking out for, hopefully in this second half, we didn't see much of him in this first half, was Isaac Miller, big guy for CMH, as CMH is going to need to capitalize on their bigger size than Marquette.
Yeah, they're going to need to look for them in the post, as both Isaac Miller and Jake Burkholz are bigger than any person on this Marquette team.
Now, who are some key players we need to be looking out for in this second half?
For Marquette, Tommy has been really good. He needs to keep that up. He's really been the one that's kept them in this game. He's the leading scorer for Marquette. And then also, as we talked about earlier, Connor Brennan, look for him in the paint. He scored twice against Isaac Miller, recognizing that he has a mismatch. He's been really big for Marquette, and let's see if he can keep it up.
Yeah, it's crazy. Tommy Novotny, with his short size, he does still somehow manage to get so many points in the paint for Marquette, as well as shooting threes. It's crazy to think that this isn't even really his best sport. He plays football and is amazing, really carrying this Hilltoppers team, especially last year, to a D1 state championship.
Yeah, he's very strong, and that's part of the reason why he can get into the paint. He drives hard and he drives with authority, and often that forces the refs to call fouls, which is where a lot of his points have come from as well. And then for Catholic Memorial, Jake Pfister, as you talked about earlier, went out. He was huge for Catholic Memorial, making a lot of threes. Let's see if he comes back, and if he does Marquette have an answer for him?
Yes, and let's see if he still feels the same after he comes back, as they are taking shots right now. It looks like he is still making most of his shots. The wrist's not affecting him anymore. And that is it for our halftime here at the Humphrey Gymnasium. My apologies there. And for your Marquette Hilltoppers. are back live in the Humphrey Gymnasium. 15 seconds till Marquette inbounds the ball. Tommy Novotny inbounding. You know, really close game here. 3 points. Catholic Memorial Marquette. Rivals in football, rivals in basketball. Just a very good game. You love to see it from both of these teams.
Yeah, this one should come down to the wire. I expect both teams I expect this to be a dogfight here in the second half. A lot of physicality.
As Gundrum will take the ball up. Novotny. Back to Gundrum. Gundrum back to Novotny as the ball gets hit out of bounds. Albie will be passing it in for the Crusaders.
There's another turnover from Marquette. They've tried to force it a couple times under the basket, and even if they do complete that pass, they can't go anywhere. Marquette's got to be smarter with the ball. Just kick it out sometimes and wait for your opportunity.
Roach taking the ball up here for Catholic Memorial. Guarded by Miller. As Goder will put up a three, and it's good from deep there in the corner.
Yeah, he's a pretty good shooter, and he got an open look off of a pin down.
Gundrum to Brennan. Miller to Novotny. Ferber. Gundrum holding the ball out. As Tommy gets the ball deflected by Albie. Albie clapping it up there. It'll be a pass in for CMH.
Bad start there from Marquette. They really needed to come out of halftime strong in order to build a lead. But as we've seen, they're going to have to come back from behind.
As Roach will take the ball up here for the Crusaders. Goddard with another three in the same place, as this time it's airballed. Ferber with the rebound will take it up. Passes to Miller. Miller will drive in. Pass it back out. Pass intercepted by Albie. Albie trying to slow this offense down. Gives it to Burkholtz, their main man, as Brennan, beautiful defense there, gets the ball to Gundrum.
Great defense there, as you said, by Brennan, going straight up, making sure the refs cannot call a foul.
Brennan looking injured here, coming over the half-court line. Thinks it should have been a foul, as Ferber will take a three. Ref calls whistle out. Or timeout, my apologies. As Gavin Corey will check in for Christian Miller, and Will Grellinger will check in for Brennan.
Sorry, no timeout.
No timeout.
We both thought there was a timeout. Coach signaled for a timeout, but they didn't give it to him.
As Novotny will pass it to Luke. Gundrum driving in. Isaac Miller gets the rebound.
He's as cold as ice, just can't really get anything to go. Oh, boy.
As Goddard puts up a three, just rims out there. Gundrum with the rebound. Gets it to Corey across the court. Corey spinning around, looking for somebody. Gundrum to Novotny. Novotny puts up the corner three, and it's drained in over Albie.
That was huge for Marquette. Marquette has had no life starting the second half. Let's see if that gives them some life. Great trap.
Roach getting trapped by the double team there. Grellinger and Corey. Surprised he got out of that. As Isaac Miller will get the ball over Gundrum, and Tommy Novotny with the steal. Tommy putting the ball up, and it's good.
Great recognition by Tommy.
And
knowing that they're going to kick it out and going and intercepting the pass.
And all of a sudden, it's a one-point game as Marquette gets a steal. Grellinger fouled. Oh my goodness.
I think that was Cal Ferber that got that steal. What a steal, passing it to
Grellinger.
Yeah, passing it to Grellinger, and then a great finish through contact.
Grellinger with the chance to put Marquette up by 2. And all of a sudden, that 6-point lead from CMH is now gone.
2-point deficit now. One thing to note, Connor Brennan did just go to the back. He's definitely hurt. We don't know what it is yet, but he has gone to the back.
And we also see Burkholtz getting some padding, or not padding, getting wrapped up here. Roach gives the ball to Albie. Albie drops it. Roach will dribble it out. Albie. Back to Roach on the wing. Roach driving to Ferber, who passes to gives it to Isaac. Isaac drops the ball. Ferber to Gundrum. Gundrum with the three, and it's good.
There we go. There's Marquette's best shooter.
5-point game here as the tables have turned here in the Murphy Gymnasium, as now CMH calls a timeout. You hear this crowd getting on their feet.
Great job by Marquette there, taking this lead now up by 5.
It's going to be a 30.
Now we're back here. The Crusaders have the ball.
As the Crusaders will sub in Burkholz and Kay here for this offense. Goder to Burkholz. Burkholz driving, just rims out. Gavin Corey with the rebound.
Burkholz just can't get anything going.
Gavin Corey passes to Grellinger. Luke Gundrum will get the ball, put up a jumper, and he's fouled.
Good move by Luke, and then definitely got hit on the arm there on that shot.
Catholic Memorial cannot believe that they call a foul there.
Part of the reason Marquette went on that huge run was the fact that they had Jake Burkholz out of the game. Marquette recognized this, attacked the rim, got some kickouts, got some threes.
Now that Burkholz is back in, the real question is, will Jake Pfister come back after that wrist injury?
Yes, and will Connor Brennan come back? Because as you saw, Jake Burkholz went right to the rim as soon as he got back in on Grellinger.
As Tommy gets a steal, back to Grellinger. Ferber will fake the shot. Out in the corner. Give it to Grellinger. Grellinger's fouled. Questionable call there by the ref.
Marquette caught him off guard. They ran blue, which is a corner trap. Trapped him in the corner. CMH wasn't expecting that, and they threw it away. Tommy sitting right where the inbounder was to steal that pass.
And as you did say before, I do see Brennan on the bench there.
He has come back. Okay, that's good.
That's good for this Marquette team, as Tommy will take the ball in himself, and Waterman gets the rebound.
Tough finish there for Tommy. He's better going to his left than to his right.
Burkholz driving in, gets the bucket there.
And see, they're just going right at Grellinger.
In a fast turnaround for Marquette as Ferber puts up a shot out of bounds on Marquette, as Catholic Memorial will put this ball into play.
Bang, bang call there. It could have gone either way, but the Crusaders get the ball.
Yes, as Dustin Roach will put this ball into play, give it to Albie. Albie's gonna dribble this one out. Gives it to the man, Burkholz. Burkholz passes the ball to Kay, who put up a shot. Grellinger gets the rebound. It's a dogfight, as the ball, it'll be a jump ball given to Catholic Memorial there.
Even though Jake Burkholz wasn't the one that shot that, you can see the gravity he creates, causing two to help and leaving a wide open man in the lane.
And my apologies there. It will be a foul on Marquette.
Yeah, Tommy jumped on him.
Yep. As Burkholz will do a long pass to Waterman. Albie's pass is deflected. He gets the ball back though. At the top of the arc to Roach.
As much as Marquette can keep Burkholz out of the lane, the better they will be.
You know, Crusaders trying to just penetrate this Marquette defense, who's been holding them to only 38 points here.
That's tough there for Grellinger. Not much you can do. I mean, he has to be maybe 30 pounds heavier and 4 inches taller. It's just so tough to guard a guy like that.
Yeah, as Burkholz will take these 2 shots to try to cut the lead down to 3 for the Marquette Hilltoppers. As Christian Miller will sub in for Cal Ferber.
You can see why Burkholz is the leading scorer for the Crusaders. As I said earlier, he averages 24 points a game, and it's crazy because almost all of that comes from in the paint.
As Grellinger will give the ball out to Corey. Gundrum in the paint. to Grellinger, Novotny. The screen by Corey, they call it a foul. Foul, Crusaders ball now.
Yeah, they tried to set the down pin, but Corey just slid up. You can't move on the screen, and he definitely moved. We could even see it over here from the booth.
Corey cannot believe the call they just made, as he does not think he did anything wrong there.
As much as he can't believe it, it was the right call.
Yes. As Albie will take the ball up for the CMH. Albie will drive in the paint on two guys, gets the and one over Christian Miller there. What a beautiful athletic play by Albie.
Great screen there by Burkholz, taking Novotny off of Albie, and Albie, recognizing that he has a bigger man on him, just goes right into his chest and draws the foul.
And Albie with the chance to tie the game here, as Brennan does check back in after that injury.
Yeah, I think Brennan mostly came in there because Grellinger has, like, I think he has 3 fouls.
Yes. Brennan with a few fouls of his own, though. I think they just need to get this offense running again.
Yeah.
As Tommy will take a deep three, hits off the front of the rim. Waterman comes up with the rebound. To Albie, who takes a deep three, rims out. Marquette just got lucky there, as Tommy will take it in. Thought he had a guy out on the wing, and he'll be taking shots? No, it'll be an inbound for Marquette.
This game has been a game of runs so far. CMH started off with a big run to open the half. Now Marquette came on a run, and now CMH is coming back.
Yes, as Christian Miller will pass the ball in to Brennan. Brennan to Gundrum, who will take a three just off as Roach gets the rebound, takes the ball up for the Crusaders.
Great screen by Corey there. Oh, Tommy.
Tommy with the intercepted pass. Good ball movement there by Marquette, as Gavin Corey will try to get the putback. Miller fighting for his life, trying to get the ball. Waiting for the word from the refs, and it's Crusaders ball.
That's tough there for Marquette. Got 2 chances at a layup and couldn't make either of them. Great steal by Tommy, recognizing that it was a 2-spot pass and that he could go get the ball.
As Waterman will pass it to Albie. Albie just dribbling it out there. Roach to Waterman. Waterman will put up a deep three, and it's banked in. The bank is open today.
Lucky shot there from CMH.
As Tommy driving in gets fouled. And it'll be an inbound for Marquette.
Rick Waterman doesn't like that call, but he did bump into him. That's just what Tommy does. He has so much muscle that as he goes in the lane, there's nothing that the defense can do except for putting their hands on him and fouling him.
And Waterman with a couple fouls here. He will get subbed out for Goder. Tommy looking for a man to pass to, finds Gundrum all the way in the back. As Gundrum will drive, puts up a shot. Kay gets the rebound, and Albie will dribble this ball for the Crusaders, who are up by 3 here in this second half. As Marquette will get the ball out, as Brennan passes straight to Roach, finds Burkholz. Burkholz with the move to get Tommy flying, and he'll make the bucket.
Turnover on one end leads to a layup on the other end, and now CMH is up by 5 after a couple of bad plays from Marquette.
You don't want to see this from Marquette, as Gundrum will have a wide open 3 to cut the lead to 2.
That's terrible communication by Catholic Memorial. I'm not sure what they're thinking, leaving the best shooter on Marquette open in the corner.
As Burkholz, really just a one-man show tonight, will pass the ball to the corner. Goder is off on the shot. Tommy looking for a man, finds Miller. Beautiful pass there by Tommy for the shot.
Great cut there by Miller, recognizing that his guy was only focused on the ball.
And timeout by CMH.
Great trap by Marquette there, forcing the timeout by CMH. That could be big when the game is coming to a close.
As this timeout will end as it's a tie game between the Catholic Memorial Crusaders and the Marquette University High School Hilltoppers, with about halfway through the second half. As it's Catholic Memorial's ball, Canadian will be passing it in.
Yeah, that could be a big timeout loss there for the Crusaders, as I was talking earlier. If this game does come down to the wire, they might want that timeout back.
As Albie will pass it to Kay. Kay guarded by Corey, looking for a man to pass to. Finds the guy Albie again. Albie playing very good at the point guard position right now. We'll give it to Roach.
Again, Christian Miller on him, that matchup we talked about earlier. Them playing in the Padre together.
Roach will pass it to Burkholz. Burkholz pass deflected by Tommy. That's another steal for him. Tommy's really been running this defense and offense as he'll get an assist.
Again, this game of runs, Marquette's now back up 2. You know who we have not seen much of this half? Roach. He has been really quiet, hasn't gotten the
Sorry for the technical difficulties there, as Marquette has the ball, gives it to Schwabe. Gavin Corey will be there to get that pass back as Kay gets the steal. Kay looking for an open bucket. Oh my goodness, blocked by Brennan. Beautiful play there by the Marquette Hilltoppers.
LeBron James-esque there, hustle down block, absolutely stuffing it. Corey was looking for a foul there, and I think he might have been right. He did get hit on the arms, but the refs did not see it. Just got to play on, though, if you're Marquette.
Canada will be passing the ball in for the CMH as Burkholz, with a sneaky athletic just grab out of the air over Brennan there.
Connor's got to be careful. He cannot get that 4th foul.
As Albie, guarded by Corey, bit of a mismatch there, as Albie searching for a man to pass to, finds the guy Burkholz. Roach looking for an open shot. Dribbling out here, guarded by Brennan.
They've got a mismatch down in the paint.
As he puts up a deep 3 over Brennan. Beautiful shot there by Roach.
Can't let him get going. Connor Brennan just stayed off of him a little bit too much, worry of his driving. And Roach made him pay, absolutely drilling a deep 3. Putting the Crusaders up 1. Putting the Crusaders up 1.
That's what I was about to say there. Crusaders are up 1 now, as this game has just been back and forth. As Schwab will pass it to Novotny. Novotny driving through, and just a beautiful push there, penetrating this Crusaders defense.
Again, finishing through contact. He's done that all game, and it's worked.
And this game being very close, looks like it could come down to whoever just wants to push harder and harder. Maybe a buzzer beater even. We might be lucky enough to see that, as Roach will drive in for this CMH offense, passes it back to Albie, who'll put up a shot over Miller, and just a beautiful bank in the bucket there.
That was great defense by Miller, but what a layup there.
As Miller will drive in on Albie. Pass deflected by Roach. Or not a pass. Shot blocked by Roach as Burkholz will try to pick the putback.
Clearly a foul there on the Crusaders. Questionable call there from the refs.
Burkholz slow to come back. Sure does look like he's injured there, maybe in his knee. Coach, I think, will take him out, though.
Yeah, Burkholz hasn't been completely healthy this game. As you see, he's got his left elbow wrapped up. He's gotten banged up this game.
As Burkholz will come out, Isaac Miller finally getting in this game again. Just a really good score for this CMH offense.
Tommy's got to be tired. He's played like 10 minutes straight now.
Yeah, he's played almost this entire game we've seen. Only time he really has came out is after that hit with Pfister, who we have not seen back in this game.
Yeah, I doubt he's coming back if he hasn't come back in yet. They might, if they do and they need a 3, they might put him back in because he, as we talked about, is a really good shooter.
As Schwabe will make both of his free throws to put the Marquette Hilltoppers up 1. Roach, guarded by 2 men, will pass it back to Kanader, who gets it back to Roach. On the wing is Albie. Looking for a man with the mismatch.
Great front there by Schwabe, making sure that Isaac Miller does not get the ball.
As Albie just waiting for somebody, shoots over the big man. Bryden with a three. Oh my goodness, that's a beautiful shot.
CMH has a ton of shooters, and one of them is Albie, who showed it off right there.
Ferber with a response three to put Marquette up one.
Cal Ferber is a streaky shooter. If he gets going, watch out, CMH.
As Roach will try to get CMH up here again. Albie, we've seen him make one before. Can he do it again? Kay gets the pass. Roach in the corner. Roach just off the front of the rim there. Isaac Miller. CMH fighting for the rebound as Roach will take it in with a 360 just off. Marquette cannot seem to get a defensive rebound here.
Yeah, just struggling with the loose balls. They've done a great job on defense, just can't finish out the possession.
CMH will really just try and slow this ball down. Giving it to Roach, their leading man right now. As he's gonna try to drive on Corey, puts up a two. It is not true, as Corey will get the rebound.
Yeah, I mean, Roach has just been ice cold, which is a good news for Marquette.
Ferber will try to put up a three. It's no good. Schwabe with the rebound. Guarded by Isaac Miller. Somehow gets it to Novotny.
Great rebound by Schwabe.
Now open in the corner. Airballed. Marquette really trying to not slow this offense down. CMH trying to do the opposite. As Albie will put up a corner three. Hits off the back of the rim.
Albie, who's been feeling it this second half, just put up a heat check.
Marquette, as you can see, they're very tired, putting most of their starters in for the entire game. Is going to try to slow this offense down. As Corey's going to drive, loses the ball. Ferber with a beautiful catch to prevent it from going out of bounds. Novotny in the corner. Fakes the shot, guarded by Kanader, and he puts up a shot, putting Marquette up three.
Great move by Tommy, driving to his left, rising up above everyone else and knocking it down.
Tommy really locked in this game. Has just been such a good offensive player for Marquette in this game and throughout the entire season, averaging around 16 points a game. As Roach will put up a three, gets his own rebound, drives it in the and one.
That is not good. Marquette's been able to take this lead because Roach has been very quiet this second half, not getting anything to go. Hopefully, though, that and one doesn't turn him on.
As Burkholz will sub back in this game to try to hopefully help this CMH offense get the win here. Obviously, Marquette trying their best to prevent them, doing a very good job as well, as they're up one. But Roach just tied the game with that free throw. We'll see how Marquette answers here on offense.
Look for Tommy here, driving to the basket.
As Gundrum gets fouled there, trying to drive to the paint. He'll be shooting.
One thing to notice here, CMH is already in the bonus, or Marquette's already in the bonus.
So that means they'll be shooting free throws almost every foul.
Well, they're going to get a one-on-one until it hits 10.
Yes.
That's big if you look at it for the last 5 minutes. These free throws that Marquette is going to shoot are going to be huge.
Yes, it could help drive this team to their first win of the season.
Yeah, speaking of first win, it's going to be tough. Marquette has to be wary of where they're sitting. It's the last time they were in this position, they lost by 1.
Yes, Marquette in a very good conference as well.
Tip by Gundrum.
As Ferber will get a beautiful pass from Tommy with the layup.
That was a beautiful possession. They tipped it. Luke Gundrum got the layup. Tommy got the steal, pushed it up the floor.
Yes, as Goder would be driving on Gundrum here. Gundrum trying to pressure him back. As they'll slow this offense down, Albie looking for a man to pass to. Gives the ball to Goder, who's had a few threes in this game.
Sorry, it was Ferber that made that layup. Luke Gundrum got the deflection.
As Albie Now driving on Brennan, another mismatch. Again, K to Roach. Roach will put up a 3, and it's drained!
We literally just said this. We said that and one might get him going, and boy, did it ever.
Such a clutch 3 there from Roach to put the game to a 1 possession. As Gundrum passes to Brennan in the paint, who will draw the foul there.
Great move by Brennan. He got Burkholz on his back, and Burkholz had nothing else to do but reach over the top, sending Brennan to the free throw line. Excuse me.
Amazing play there by Brennan to draw the foul as he'll take 2 free throws, making one of them.
Big free throw there from Brennan. Got to take all the chances you can get.
If he can make this next one, that'll put Marquette up by 3. Except we know Dustin Roach in the back can just drain a 3 if he really wants to, making almost 2 in a row, also getting an and 1. As Albie on the wing will give it to Roach, guarded by Tommy, who's gonna get the screen from Burkholz. Roach really locked in right now. But Brennan is also, as he has great defense there to prevent Roach from making that shot. As Tommy with an amazing pass to Brennan. Such good athleticism as Miller will get the shot.
Great fake by Miller, pretending like he's going to throw it out and then turning back and getting the layup.
As it's a 2-possession game here for this CMH offense.
CMH got to look for Burkholz as they do there.
Brennan loses his shoe, but amazing defense as Gundrum gets a fast break, puts the layup in, and now Marquette is up by 6.
Going through contact, that could have been a foul too. Oh boy,
Brennan getting subbed out here.
Brennan getting subbed out, I think, for 1 possession. But that could be big. I think they're going to go to Burkholz here.
Yes, they will. Marquette's big man out of the game right now. CMH's is still in. They're definitely going to try and at least use Burkholz. As you see, he just gets the pass there, drives on Corey, and gets the and 1 there. Oh my goodness, what a play by CMH as we were talking about.
Yeah, I mean, as you just said, they did exactly what we were talking about. I mean, Burkholz, recognizing that he's got a smaller guy on him, just went right to the basket. Really, Marquette doesn't have a big man in right now. I think their biggest guy is Miller.
Gavin Corey there.
Yeah.
Gavin Corey has the size to take on Burkholz, but does he have the heart as Tommy will be taking the ball up? Gavin, beautiful pass to Gundrum.
Switching the defense here by CMH. They're trapping the top pass, or any screen, excuse me, not the top pass.
As Gundrum will look for a shot here, driving the paint with a one-handed layup, and it's a good.
Great job recognizing by Gundrum that there was no help from the weak side, had a wide open lane, and as soon as he beat his guy, it was over for CMH.
That is almost picture perfect to the most recent Marquette possession, where Gundrum also had another one-handed lay. That time, it was not on a fast break, though.
Great D by Tommy, not allowing the shot from Roach, following him around. As
we see Brennan check in again, he's ready to be able to guard Burkholz here.
Marquette up by 5 with 1:22 left. CMH has got to score, and they've got to do it quick.
Such a close game here in the Humphrey Gymnasium, as Burkholz will drive to the pick, guarded by Brennan, and he'll get fouled.
Brennan just jumped, and Burkholz recognized that, backed into Brennan, and they got him with the foul.
Brennan a chance to make this a 1-possession game with these 2 free throws.
This is huge, and then down the stretch, you have to watch out for Dustin Roach. He is their best three-point shooter and their best playmaker on the floor.
CMH now also in bonus here. Now both teams are going to try and not foul unless this gets to a must-foul game, as it's so close.
Yeah, I think Marquette's going to try and hold it out up at the top as long as they can.
Burkholz missing that second one makes it still a 2-possession game.
Yeah, they're trapping the top.
As Gundrum gets fouled, I believe.
Albie's frustrated, but that's honestly not a terrible foul. Big free throws here from Gundrum.
If he
Best
can,
shooter on Marquette.
if he can make these two, he might be able to ice the game for Marquette. Except what we've seen throughout this entire game, anything is possible.
Yeah, it's definitely going to make it a lot tougher for CMH if he can make this next one. Put it to a 2-possession game, but they have to make 2 threes in order to tie it up.
Yes. He makes the second one, putting this to a 6-point lead for Marquette. 72-76 with a minute left. It just broke a minute. Burkholt's going to try to put the team on his back and try and score here.
He wants an ISO. He waved everybody off. Great D by Brennan.
He will pass back to Albie, though. Burkholt's trying to call for the screen. Got her. Boom! Tommy with the foul is very upset. Very questionable call there. I do believe it was the right call, though.
He caught him with a little bit of his right shoulder, and I think that's what the refs called. On TV, it might look that he hit him with his left hand, that he only caught the ball with his left hand, but he did catch the body with his right shoulder.
Yes, as Goddard will take very big free throws right here. He misses this one, and it's missed. It was a one and done, so Marquette now has the ball.
Marquette fans messed him up there. Great crowd here.
CMH trapping him on the border, and Ferber way to get the ball as CMH, I believe, will call a timeout.
No, that'd be Marquette.
That was Marquette. Just in such a sketchy situation there. Needs to call a timeout if they want to keep this, if they want to keep their lead alive. As we are back now here in the Humphrey Gymnasium, Marquette will inbound the ball with 34 seconds left. They have a 6-point lead. CMH will need a miracle here if they want to win this game and push their record to 3-3.
Big inbound there by Marquette. They needed to get that in.
CMH and Kanader will be called for the foul on Gundrum.
Yeah, that's all they really had. I mean, with only 30 seconds left, down by 6, you've got to foul. You have to get the ball back.
Marquette searching for their first lead. Gundrum could ice the game here with 2 free throws made.
Again, a mistake. They fouled Luke Gundrum. You can't do that. He's a really good free throw shooter. He's made his last 3 inside of a minute.
As you can see, he just makes the first one, puts this game to 7. You could say the game's already iced now, but you know CMH can always come back with this leading offense with Roach and Burkholtz.
Yeah, so Burkholtz is their only big. They've got all 3-point shooters trying to get a shot on the perimeter. Look for Roach to take one off a screen.
And Roach is going to try and get this ball out. He gets it to Albie. Albie with a step back 3, thinks he gets fouled.
That was a horrible shot there by Albie.
Novotny looking for a pass, gets deflected off Burkholtz.
I mean, I realize there's no time left, but a step back 3 from like 6 feet outside the 3-point line, guarded by a guy taller than you. It's just not really a smart shot.
We know he has range, but I don't think he had that much range. As Albie will get a steal, though.
Got lucky there. Luke Gundrum tried to throw a pass right in between Burkholtz and Evan Kay, and he got lucky to get the ball back. As
Ferber will be taking free throw shots here. This game is, I believe, iced as 7 seconds are on the clock, and it is a 7-point lead for Marquette, but you know, anything is possible.
Yeah, way to pull away here by Marquette in the closing 5 minutes. Really making sure they don't have a repeat of the last 2 games where they lost by 1.
Just like Russia versus America in hockey at the Olympics, do you believe in miracles, folks, as CMH will get the ball. Albie driving and he cuts the lead down as the buzzer will run out. Marquette with their first win over rival CMH, 68-75. Welcome back to the Humphreys Gymnasium as Marquette just took on Catholic Memorial. They had a dominant win, winning by 7 points here. You know, CMH with some questionable decisions in the second half, especially not putting Jake Pfister back in the game, as Albie really showed up in this second half, if I do say so myself, for CMH, putting up a ton of three-point shots, but really could not just like penetrate the defense on that last shot, taking a very deep step back. I don't know what he was doing, what the thoughts were. I mean, it was very like, there was like no time left. You could have definitely got a better shot though. And you know, what are some key points we did see in this from Marquette?
Marquette, well, key point, how about a key player, Tommy Novotny, driving into the lane, had a ton of points in the second half, really scored the majority for Marquette. He was really good. Luke Gundrum making those free throws, those were big, keeping Marquette with that big enough lead to where they didn't have to force up anything.
And not to mention Luke Gundrum with the back-to-back one-handed layups to put Marquette up by 4 in this second half. As this game was an amazingly close game, amazing game here in the Humphrey Center. And we will see you on January 2nd for the hockey game that we will be broadcasting next with Ben and Colin.